meatballs made out of mushrooms. And here are the mushrooms that we're starting with. We have, again, the portobello, the cremini. We have oyster mushrooms, and we have shiitake mushrooms. And we chopped all of those up and cook them. You want to boil them in water just for a minute, and then you want to saute them, chop them up and saute them so they look like this, you see? Now in Sicily, they use something called the pinolini mushroom, which has a very interesting taste. It's almost the taste of pine, and that's where the name comes from, pinolini. But if you didn't happen to have access to that, which most people wouldn't, you could use a porcini, fresh porcini mushroom, or you could just use those mix of mushrooms that I just showed you. So to this, we're going to do this just like you would do meatballs. We're going to add an egg and some garlic. We want a little salt and pepper, some breadcrumbs for binding this, and this is a great dish to serve as an antipasto. And then we want some cheese. And because this is a Sicilian dish, we're using this. This is a pecorino cheese, which is a sheep's milk cheese. So you want to go a little lighter on the salt because the pecorino cheese is salty to begin with. So however you like a salty taste in your food, you can determine how much salt you want to put in with the cheese. So there is some pecorino cheese. And then also with that, we want to have some parsley. So you want to chop up some parsley, some flat leaf parsley. Okay, so in goes a little parsley. So now you want to mix this all around, and you want this to be a fairly dry mixture because you want it to hold together. So if you see that it's a bit wet, add some more breadcrumbs. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do because I need a little bit more in here. And please use good breadcrumbs. Don't use boxed breadcrumbs. You can make breadcrumbs out of stale bread very easily. Once you have the mixture well mixed and you want to take it in your hand and just roll it. I'm going to give it a few more breadcrumbs because I can tell that that just isn't quite right. And I want to make sure that they're perfect. I have some peanut oil right here in a little pan. That's better. And now you just want to form them, a little ball under your hand, lightly. You see, like that. Place them in the oil. It's got a real sizzle, huh? So gently, gently, under your hand, get them a little bit more compact. And put them in the oil. Okay, I think you get the idea. Set that aside. Put a few more in that I have made a little earlier so we can get those all cooking. So here's a few more going in. And we'll allow those to cook. Okay, let me turn the heat down on that now and watch that. See how we're doing here. You see what a nice crust they're getting on the bottom. I want to turn that down just a little bit because now it's starting to get too hot. See how beautiful these are? They hold together nicely. Okay, so we'll watch these and then we'll take them out in a few minutes. They're looking good. Well, they're looking beautiful. And I think we can take them out. And you want to take them out onto paper. It's better if I use a slotted spoon to get them out. And this is great, especially for people who are vegetarians. This is another option. So if you're not using, if you have people coming over who do not like meat, well, you're making mushroom meatballs for them. And if you do have people who love meat, don't even tell them that these are mushrooms. So that's how they look. Beautiful, huh?